Boy, I hope y'all pay attention to this video because this video is going to touch a lot of people in a lot of different ways. Let's get it.
Yeah, hey, this is boy Papa Duck. Y'all already know my nigga. Shape on the beat, y'all already motherfucking know what it is. Hey, flex, stop bullshit.
You're only going to find the happiness in other people that you first of all have found within your own being. If you're not happy with yourself, you're not going to be happy with anybody else.
If you think about it, that comes to be true with a lot of people. And for one of the main reasons is most people don't know what they want. Most people don't know what it is that makes them happy because a lot of people be too busy looking at other people and what makes other people happy. What makes you happy? One of the things you need to get away from is social media. Stop following people that every time you see they post, it gets you in your feelings. Because this is what social engineering does. This is what social media does. It makes you glorify other people's lives and compare it to your life, which therefore makes you more depressed. Like, think about it. Find out what makes you happy and you pursue that. And until you find out what that is, you're constantly going to be basically chasing other people's happiness and not your own.
Do you know, it's a wonderful thing to find someone and fall in love with them. But be careful that you do not think that it is someone else's responsibility to make you happy.
First of all, you must understand that happiness is internal, meaning it comes from within. A lot of people look for things that's external, like boyfriends, money, jobs, or whatever it is that helps substitute them to become happy. But you could be happy without none of that stuff. And that's what people mean. And with this specific question here is, a lot of people that's like that rely on other people to make them happy. One of the biggest problems is people like that don't like to look themselves in the mirror. Sometimes you got to see yourself for what you are. Sometimes you got to take accountability for your faults, your actions. But most important, you got to understand happiness comes from here. If I gave you $1 million, oh, I'm happy. All the $1 million did was activate the happiness. Let's remove the $1 million. Happiness is free. Understand that. And until you understand that, you're going to always be searching for external things to make you happy. Just smile, baby. That's why people that smile and people that be happy all the time, they look young. Happiness is therapeutic. Trust me.
Do not give someone else the responsibility for your happiness, and do not blame anyone else for your misery.
Listen, man, blaming somebody else or where you at in life, you blaming somebody else for that, man, you can't do that. You can't not blame nobody for where you at. You are responsible for your actions. If you in a relationship, cuz, and you know it ain't what it is, that's up to you to leave or stay. How you gonna blame somebody for where you at? The thing about it, man, people need to look themselves in the mirror and understand, man, you can make mistakes. You ain't always right. And when you make that mistake, trust me, like my mama said, when you get tired, you'll change. But blaming other people for where you at in life and the things that you're doing, that's some piss, petty. Bro, don't do that. That makes you look real bad as a person. All I'm saying is, you have the power to leave a situation if it's not what you want it to be. I don't care if it's a work. I don't care if it's a relationship. I don't care what it is. You got the power to say, man, you know what? I don't like this. I'm finna leave. But blaming somebody else because of the conditions you in, the decisions you made, don't do that. That's the last thing you want to do.
Uh-oh. As long as you think that someone else is responsible for your happiness and to blame for your misery, you're always going to be unhappy and miserable. Wow. Now to move on quickly. You're not going to be happy with anything until you find happiness within yourself. You're not going to be happy anywhere until you find the happiness within your own self. If you're a miserable person, you'll be miserable wherever you go. yourself, you will be happy wherever you go.
Now, this is so true. I'm going to tell you why. This is why buying material things never makes people happy. Trust me, I'm in the music business. I've been around this for a long time. I know I got a lot of friends in the music business, and I'm telling you, a lot of them got everything a man or woman would want, but they are still miserable. They are still unhappy because they are unhappy. So we buy things and we spend money thinking that's going to pacify us to be happy. It's not. This is so true. You have to make yourself happy first. And I told y'all, a lot of the things in life that'll make you a better person are free. To be happy is free.
Now let us consider the question, how can I be happy? And let us ask ourselves this question out loudly. Come on. How can I be happy?
In order for you to be happy, you clearly needs to know what makes you happy. And don't confuse that with other people you around or people you see on social media. Like, just because you don't have the shape that all these chicks may have, that don't mean you can't be happy. I know a lot of people that are, not to talk about them or nothing, but that are maybe a little on the heavy side, or may don't have this or don't have that, but their personality is so sweet. Their personality makes them so beautiful. They have high self-esteem. These people are happy. And you got people with the bells and the whistles, the booty, all this, and they're not happy. Because sometimes you look for those things to make you happy. It's just like getting married. Some people get married for the wrong reason. Some people thinking that being married is going to keep them together. No. Same thing with a baby. Marriage is supposed to be icing on the cake. You're supposed to already be married. Already be happy. I'm sorry. You're supposed to already be happy. And marriage is icing on the cake. So you need to know what makes you happy, and you pursue that. Your own self. Look yourself in the mirror. What is it that you want? What is it that you like? Write these things down. It is so simple. A lot of us don't take time to know thyself. You feel me? And when you know yourself, therefore you can move forward and step proudly into your happiness.
When you find the power of happiness within your own being, within your own mind, then you will draw happy people to you. And I'm going to tell you good women something, because, you know, the women are always writing to me and coming to me for counseling, telling me what mean husbands they have. Let me warn you about something. If you go around with unhappiness in your heart and feeling bad and feeling miserable all the time, that's exactly the kind of men you're going to draw into your life. You're going to draw into your life those men, those kind of people that are going to contribute to your continual misery and unhappiness.
So y'all know, this video is sponsored by Real Credit Deal. Like I told y'all time and time before, go ahead and get your credit fixed today. Student loans, child support, foreclosures, you name it. They're knocking all these disputes off your credit. You do not want to be one of the ones that go in the bank and don't have the proper bargaining power because of your credit score. Y'all already know how this go, man. Hit the number and all the information on the bottom of this description. 754-755-9774. Man, get your credit fixed today. And you already know, if I'm throwing it out there, it's real deal, ready to go. And I got a lot of people that fix their credit, even my family members. Like, I ain't finna play with nobody. And I treat y'all like my family. Y'all already know what time it is. So like I say, man, you want to get your credit right? It's your opportunity, man. And I'm going to leave y'all with this last piece of this video because this is very important for y'all couples. I think y'all need to hear this. Until the next video, it's your boy Papa Duck. I'm gone.
You want to begin to get all the toxic people out of your life. Hello. Energy drainers, get them out of your life. See, ladies and gentlemen, it takes a lot of energy to reach your goal. It takes a lot of emotional, mental, and spiritual energy to reach your goal. And you can run faster with 100 who want to go than with one around your neck. So there are two kinds of relationships. Sid Simon talks about this. Nourishing relationships and toxic relationships. Nourishing relationships are the relationships that inspire you, They motivate you. They bring the best out of you. Toxic relationships are relationships with people that always criticize you. All they can do is find fault. All they can do is just exploit your weaknesses. All they can do is remind you of the mistakes that you've made in the past. These people are bad for your health. Toxic people can run your blood pressure up. One apple can spoil a whole barrel. One negative energy drainer can spoil your whole life. I know people whose lives have been ruined because somebody wasn't good for them. See, there's some people that aren't good for you. Hello? They aren't good for you. You've got to get them out of your life. See, a lot of people put up with a lot of foolishness because they don't want to die by themselves. Here's what I believe. I believe in a one-to-a-box theory. Ask this question of yourself. Make a list of who you communicate with most and ask yourself the question, what kind of person am I becoming because of this relationship? Is it helping me to grow mentally and emotionally and spiritually? Am I becoming a better person because of this relationship? Do they bring out the best in me? Do they inspire me? Do they encourage me to develop my greatness? Do they make me stretch? So you got to look at the people in your life and find out, what kind of person are you becoming because of that relationship? My mother used to say, birds of a feather flock together. You run around with losers, you will end up a loser.
Hey, this is boy Papa Doug, y'all already know my nigga. Shipe on the beat, y'all already motherfucking know what it is. Hey, flex.